Assalamu alaikum. They called me a lioness, a Palestinian girl fight for freedom by Ahed Tamimi and Dina Takruri. Ahed Tamimi became known worldwide after a video of her slapping an IDF soldier who shot her cousin went viral. She was arrested, interrogated, and put on trial in a military court. Yep, that's right. In Apartheid Israel, Palestinians are tried in a military court. The trials are never fair and the conviction rate is. This is one of many Israel's tactics to break the Palestinian spirit. Ahed ended up spending 8 months in prison. She was not the only minor in the overcrowded prison. It was common for 6 girls to share a small cell with only 4 beds. One of the prisoners was a woman named Khalida, who made sure the girls continue their high school education and graduate. They managed to get around various restrictions imposed by the prison authority to prevent them from completing their education. Khalida even took the initiative to provide a course on international law so that when the girls are released, they will be better equipped to resist their colonizer. It is sad how Palestinian parents know that it's not a matter of if their children at some point will be arrested and thrown in an Israeli prison. It's a matter of when. And they prepare their children about what to do when they are kidnapped by IDF. This book is not only Ahed's story. It's a story about Palestinian struggle to free their land from the Zionist colonization. The Israeli government go out of their way to make life as difficult as possible for Palestinians. The objective is to break their spirit and will to resist so that Palestinians will finally give up and accept their subjugation. Or they leave for another country. The goal is to force them to leave their land. Here's an example of how Israel makes daily life difficult for Palestinians. The IDF erects checkpoints randomly and detain Palestinians indefinitely for no reason, sometimes for hours. Going to work or school becomes a daily challenge. A trip that should take 15 minutes could end up taking hours. Palestinians are required to apply for a permit to build a house or build an extension to an existing house. When they apply, it's almost always rejected. Young Palestinian couples find that they cannot build a house and at the same time cannot expand their family home to accommodate their growing family. So where are they supposed to live? The law gives Israeli authority the power to confiscate a Palestinian home and kick them out, making them homeless. The house is then given to a Jewish family. The IDF brutally and violently suppressed peaceful protests. Unarmed civilians are shot at using live bullets. There is no justice for Palestinians murdered in cold blood because the Israeli courts always clear the soldiers of any wrongdoing, even when there is overwhelming evidence of misconduct. During the weekly peaceful protests at her village, Ahed got to know several Israeli activists who are against the occupation of Palestine. They gave her hope. If they could stand in solidarity with Palestinians and criticize Israel, perhaps in time other Israelis would as well. Through them, she learned that the problem was not with the Jewish people, but with Zionism. Read this memoir if you want to understand the depth of injustice that has been perpetrated against the Palestinian people. Despite all they've been through, Palestinians don't think of themselves as victims of oppression. They think of themselves as freedom fighters. Below, there is a link to Dina Takruri interviewing Ahed Tamimi. There are also links to other books about Palestine. If you like listening to me babbling about books, please subscribe and turn on notification. Thank you.